Subscribe, please value time over money because time is the most limited resource we have. You can always earn more money, but you can never get back a single second once it's gone. Most people chase money thinking it will solve all their problems, but they often sacrifice their time, health, and peace of mind in the process. The truth is, money lost can be earned again, but wasted time is gone forever. Every day is a gift. The way you spend your hours determines the quality of your life. Spending your time wisely means investing it in things that matter, learning, building relationships, taking care of your health, and pursuing your purpose. If you give your time to negativity, meaningless distractions, or people who drain you, you're losing far more than money. You're losing your life in moments. The most successful people in the world understand the value of time. They plan their days with intention. They don't waste time arguing, complaining, or chasing things that don't serve their goals. They protect their time like others protect their money. And because of that, they create both freedom and wealth. Time creates opportunity. The more time you give to your passions and skills, the more valuable you become. Time spent on personal growth multiplies your future success. It's not about how much you do in a day, but what you choose to focus on. If you treat time like money, you'll start to ask yourself better questions. Is this worth 1 hour of my life? Is this helping me move forward? Is this building the future I want? You don't need to be rich to value your time. Even with limited resources, your choices about time can create abundance. Prioritize meaningful conversations over small talk. Choose solitude over toxic company. Pick learning over wasting hours on social media. These decisions don't cost money, but they shape your destiny. We often say time is money, but that's wrong. Time is life, and life is priceless. Spend your time like it's the most precious thing you own, because it is. To fail forward means using failure as fuel for growth. Instead of fearing mistakes, embrace them as lessons that reveal what doesn't work and guide you closer to what does. Every successful person has failed, not once but many times. What sets them apart is how they responded. They didn't stop. They didn't let shame or fear define them. They analyzed, adapted, and moved forward. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. When you fail, you gain clarity. You see your weaknesses, your blind spots, and the gaps in your strategy. This awareness is powerful. It allows you to improve and become stronger. Without failure, there's no urgency to grow. Comfort creates stagnation, but failure creates progress. People who avoid failure often avoid trying. They play small, stay safe, and never realize their full potential. But when you fail forward, you take risks. You put yourself out there. You understand that falling is not a problem. Staying down is. Getting back up is where strength is built. Failing forward also builds resilience. You become mentally tough. You stop expecting perfection and start expecting persistence. Every setback becomes a stepping stone. You realize that failure is just feedback. It's the world telling you to adjust, not quit. Progress is rarely a straight line. It's filled with detours, obstacles, and unexpected turns. If you allow failure to defeat you, you lose the chance to discover your true capacity. But if you fail forward, you transform your scars into wisdom and your setbacks into fuel. Failing forward also develops humility. You become teachable. You stop pretending to know it all and start becoming a student of life. This humility attracts the right people and opportunities into your path. When you failed, you invite support, mentorship, and better solutions. There's no shame in falling. The only shame is refusing to rise again. Every time you fail forward, you take control of your story. You stop being a victim and become the author. You write a narrative of courage, effort, and evolution. Fail forward with intention. Fail with reflection. Fail with the mindset that each fall is a step closer to mastery. Greatness is not born from ease. It is carved from the lessons only failure can teach. Surround yourself with growth because your environment shapes your mindset, your energy, and your future. The people you spend the most time with either push you forward or pull you back. Growth doesn't happen in isolation. It thrives in the presence of challenge, encouragement, and accountability. When you place yourself around individuals who are committed to learning, improving, and elevating themselves, you naturally rise with them. Growth-minded people inspire action. They don't settle for average. They talk about ideas, progress, and purpose. Their habits rub off on you. Their discipline motivates you. Their mindset challenges you to think bigger and aim higher. When you hear their stories of overcoming adversity, you start believing that your dreams are possible too. Energy is contagious. If you're surrounded by negativity, laziness, and excuses, you begin to absorb that energy. Doubt replaces confidence, delay replaces action. But when your circle values growth, excuses are replaced with solutions. Complaints are replaced with creativity. The atmosphere shifts and you begin to level up just by being present. Growth requires discomfort. Being around people who are ahead of you may feel intimidating at first, but that discomfort is a sign of expansion. It forces you to raise your standards. It pushes you to upgrade your habits, your thinking, and your actions. Growth happens when you stop being the smartest person in the room and start learning from those who have walked the path ahead. Support matters. Support matters. A growth-focused circle celebrates your wins and helps you through your losses. They hold you accountable. They give you honest feedback, not flattery. They challenge your excuses and help you stay aligned with your goals. Their presence keeps you sharp and hungry. Choosing growth also means letting go. You may need to distance yourself from those who constantly doubt you, mock your dreams, or pull you into drama. It's not about judging others. It's about protecting your future. Growth cannot survive an environment of stagnation. Create a circle where growth is the standard, not the exception. Where conversations lead to breakthroughs, not gossip. Where ambition is normal, not something to hide. When you surround yourself with growth, you accelerate. You become more focused, more driven, and more capable. Your environment becomes your ally, and your future becomes unstoppable.